Friday morning, Central Georgia. You're taking a live look over a beautiful downtown Macon. The time is now 6 a.m. on this Good Friday, April the 7th. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. I'm Wanye Reese. We have finally made it to the end of the work week. I'm sending love to light to those of you who are watching who have to work this weekend. But Jordan, obviously a lot going on this weekend with the Easter holiday. What can we expect when it comes to weather?
So today and tomorrow, some rain chances are in the forecast. Easter Sunday, it looks like the models have decided that there isn't going to be any rain on Sunday, so that's all good news to hear. But we're taking a live look now in a downtown Macon. Temperatures at 67 degrees. And the Daily Almanac, yesterday we saw a high of 88 degrees. The average high for this time of year is 76 degrees, so we are above average. But the record was set back in 1967. That high was 89 degrees then, but yesterday we were very close to beating this. Again, yesterday we saw 88, the record 89. Current temperatures across the board now in the mid to upper 60s, 68 in Wrightsville, Sandersville, Gordon, Milledgeville, as well as in Cordele. So warm, but also humid according to those dew point temperatures. And we got some cloud cover building in from the west as the system starts to approach our area as we head into today and later on this weekend. Overall, though, a warm day is ahead. Afternoon and evening rain chances are possible and widespread showers moving in tomorrow. Full forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Jordan. Work to improve the Bibb County Jail continues. That's one of the three things that you need to know this morning. This morning, work to improve the Bibb County Jail does continue after a deputy was stabbed and killed 2 years ago. Leaders pushed to get the jail improved then. Mayor Lester Miller announced a $3 million project to improve jail security. It involved hundreds of cell doors that didn't lock and installing shatterproof lighting. Now they've finished part of the project and moved on to update other cell blocks. Today, we still don't know who shot and killed 26-year-old Donmiko Flowers last weekend. Flowers was shot in the Fort Hill neighborhood. Coroner Leon Jones says it happened after a fight broke out. Flowers' younger brother, Hakeem, who was only 16, died last June. He was one of 3 people shot in a vacant lot on Mason Street. The funeral for Flowers is set for next Saturday at noon at Robinson Funeral Home. A Johnson State prison inmate who escaped is back in prison with 2 other people accused of helping him. The Department of Corrections picked up Deshaun Garrison yesterday morning in Sparta. They have not explained how he got out of prison. A jury convicted Garrison last year on more than a dozen charges in Fulton County, including rape, aggravated assault, and robbery. We're going to have more on these stories for you a little bit later on at 6:30. Remember, you can always find these stories on our website. That's at 13wmaz.com. April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. It's important to know that 38 states, including our own, have a law called Aaron's Law, which fights child sexual abuse.
It's important because we need to make sure that people are educated on child sexual abuse so that they know how to respond.
Georgia is the 35th state to pass Aaron's Law to protect other children. Georgia's law requires public school students from kindergarten to 9th grade to receive age-appropriate education about sexual abuse and assault. Under the law, parents, faculty, and school staff also learn the warning signs of sexual abuse. A change in behavior like a standoffish child becoming loving can be a clue of abuse. If you believe a child you know has been abused, you can call DFACS Child Protective Services. That number, it's 1-855-422-4453. Again, that number for you, it's 1-855-422-4453. 6:04, it's finally Friday, and we're celebrating an A+ school in Central Georgia going above and beyond in the classroom for their students. Our morning reporter TJ Anthony joins us live with this week's School of the Week. Good Friday morning to you, TJ.
Good Friday morning, Wanye. I am right now live in Macon, right in front of St. Peter Claver Catholic School. And let me tell you, they have something that I wish that I had when I was growing up. The kids here are learning good budgeting habits, spending habits, and also saving habits, all skills that'll help them grow up to be independent adults and also just help them, spend and save their money in a better way. Now, their teacher, Celestine Jones Thomas, came up with this idea for the kids. She lets them pick a career, but get this, they will get the lowest paying job for that career. Now, along with that, we all know there's bills, and of course, insurance and just everything else that life throws at us. So she wants to make sure her students know the value of a dollar and actually appreciate what they have.
This was a lesson to teach them that money does not grow on trees. And when a parent says, I don't have any money, It simply means I don't have any free money.
And coming up in our 6:30 half hour, we'll hear from a student's perspective about everything they're learning and about what adulting is actually doing for them. Live in Macon, TJ Anthony, 13 WMAZ News. Back to you.
Thank you so much, TJ, for that report. I mean, being an adult is real, Jordan. I'll never forget when I started here at 13, I was like, Lord have mercy. The students are graded per assignment through their notebooks. They were introduced to the project back in September. A Georgia College professor and his students are using a new technology all to study snakes. Assistant Professor Dominic DeSantis says snakes generally avoid people, so they're hard to find and hard to track. He says that's why the way snakes travel, mate, and hunt are largely hard to study. So he's developed a small device that can track snakes every couple of seconds for months without researchers having to be there in person. DeSantis uses technology that measures vibrations or changing motion like a smartwatch tracking your steps. He says it's existed for large mammals, and he invented a smaller one for snakes and is pioneering this technology at Georgia College. Saturday afternoon, there's going to be a block party to celebrate the opening of a new community garden on Eastview Avenue. Grow Macon Incorporated is opening the garden, and organization founder hopes that the garden will serve as a symbol of hope and unity. The party will have food, games, and other activities for all ages. Guests can tour the garden and meet volunteers and staff. The party starts at 2 p.m. and it goes until 6. It's Good Friday and we're coming up on Easter. There's a few events that you can do in Macon to celebrate this weekend. This afternoon, Fall Line Brewery will be hosting an Easter egg scavenger hunt in downtown Macon. You can collect eggs filled with clues from participating businesses. You must follow the rules. Each clue will lead you one step closer to the golden egg and the chance to win a 4-person inflatable pool and accessories. It kicks off today at 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. on Poplar Street. This Saturday, Piedmont Church is hosting an Easter egg hunt double feature. Both egg hunts kick off at 10:30 in the morning and they go for an hour and a half. There's one Easter egg hunt for kids 4K and under, and a glow-in-the-dark Easter egg hunt for 5K through 5th grade kids. There's also going to be plenty of other fun with music, free food, bouncy homes, and games, and so much more. Also on Saturday from 10 a.m. to noon, Fall Line Church is hosting a community egg hunt. They'll have designated egg hunts for kids up to 12 years old. There's also going to be inflatables, tons of candy, and snow cones. The Easter Bunny is making an appearance, hopping around for some photo ops with the kiddos. Again, that's going to be at 10 a.m. at Fall Line Church on Rocky Creek Road. And if you're looking for a sunrise service to attend on Sunday morning, here's a few for you. Grace Church of Perry on Houston Lake Road is holding their sunrise service at 7 a.m. Mount Calvary Lutheran Church in Warner Robins on Carl Vincent Parkway will begin their sunrise service at 7 a.m. as well. And Liberty Church here in Macon on Houston Road has a sunrise service starting at 7:30. The time is now 6:08 here on this beautiful Friday morning. Good Friday. So obviously, Jordan, there's a lot that's going to be going on today and this weekend in Central Georgia. And I know a lot of folks are going to be focusing in on the weather.
That's right. So as we head into today, got some isolated showers moving through the area. Tomorrow, more widespread, and we're looking pretty clear for Sunday overall. We're taking a live look now in downtown Macon. Not too much going on. Actually waking up kind of warm this morning. 67 degrees is the temperatures there, and then we're in the mid to upper 60s across the board. 66 in Warner Robins, 67 in Macon, 68 in Gordon, 68 in Milledgeville, 65 in Monticello, and 64 degrees in Forsyth. Dew point temperatures in the mid to upper 60s as well. Just a little humid out there starting us off this morning. As we head towards the afternoon, temperature highs will be anywhere between the upper 70s, and I put the high down as 84 degrees. It all really just depends on where we see the rain, who sees more rain, who doesn't see as much rain, as those isolated showers make their way on through. But you can see that here on the graphic. Just a little rain here and there. Could see a few storms, but overall not a lot. The radar is nice and clear. And you can see starting us out this morning, got some moisture to the west. Rain and clouds start to build over central Georgia around 11 a.m. Builds more towards 3 p.m. with some isolated storms embedded within them. You can see the red and yellow there on the screen. Moving into 1 a.m., the rain continues. And then by the time we reach 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, it looks like we're just about surrounded in rain, and that widespread rain eventually makes its way on through central Georgia. We just got the latest model run. It does look like we're going to see a little bit more rain than anticipated, but nevertheless, we will clear out around 1 a.m. on Sunday, and we will be clear around 8 a.m. as well. Cloud cover coming in from the north, clearing out eventually, and then 8 p.m. we are mostly clear across the central Georgia viewing area. As we start Monday, this is 5 a.m. we got clearer conditions. Similar situation happening on Tuesday and then on Wednesday. But on Thursday, we do see rain moving back into the forecast. That'll linger from Thursday into Friday as well. But that cloud cover that you saw earlier is moving southward after that cold front moving through Saturday night will start to clear out on Sunday because of this wedge that's taking place. We got cooler air coming in from the northeast, that warmer air coming in from the south. They're kind of like fighting each other. The cooler air kind of wins, and then temperatures are back in the 40s around 11 on Saturday, and then 6 a.m. on Sunday, we're sitting in the lower 40s. So cooler air is definitely on the way. You can see that here on the 7-day forecast, a huge jump in that bar. 84 the high today, but as we get into tomorrow, that high 54 degrees, lows in the 40s. And then as we head into Thursday of next week, we're back in the 70s.